Shabbat Shalom. It's Rabbi Aaron Boxt from Temple Kolemeth in Marietta, Georgia. This week's Torah portion is Parashat Shoftim, Deuteronomy 16, verse 18 through Deuteronomy 21, verse 9. This week's Torah portion begins with Moses continuing his instruction to the people. One of the first lines in this week's Torah portion, and one of the most discussed lines in the entire Torah, Tzedek, Tzedek, Tirdov, justice, justice shall you pursue, is a command given from God to Moses to the people. This section is where Moses instructs the people to appoint judges and law enforcement officers without any corruption or favoritism. Crimes must be meticulously investigated and evidence thoroughly examined. There must be a minimum of 2 credible witnesses, and these witnesses are required for any conviction or punishment. In every generation, someone or someones will come along that are entrusted with the task of interpreting and applying the laws of the Torah to the Israelite people, to the Israelite nation. There are prohibitions against idolatry and sorcery, laws governing the appointment and the behavior of a king, and guidelines for the creation of cities of refuge for the inadvertent murderer. Basically, if someone accidentally is killed, the family members of the one that was killed are not allowed to just go out and find the killer and execute their own justice. These cities of refuge give the system time to investigate the crime, find out exactly what happened, and adjudicate things with justice appropriately. We also find the many rules of war, with the exemptions from battle for those who have just built a home, who've just planted a vineyard, who have just gotten married, or for those who are just afraid and soft-hearted. This really does show a very human side of God, because God recognizes the significance, the importance of living life. And for someone who has just planted a vineyard, who has just built a home, who has just been married, they need to be able to experience life in these situations. So therefore they are allowed to be exempted from war. There's also the underscoring of the responsibility of communities and its leaders in preventing what might happen, with reference to the Eglah Arufah, the special procedure when a person is killed by an unknown murderer and his body is found in a field. There's a lot in this Torah portion with respect to justice, and it's very important that we understand that justice shall you pursue is not a vigilante justice. It is a justice built on the system that Moses instructs the people to put in place. This Shabbat we celebrate the bar mitzvah of Jaden Fisher, as he becomes an adult in the eyes of the Jewish community. Jaden will be leading our congregation in prayer, chanting the words of our Torah, and then teaching to the congregation something of significance in his Torah portion. We also have on Saturday evening a Laughing Matters Murder Mystery Show. It's the kickoff to our Nosh Fest weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. Laughing Matters is a fantastic improvisational group. If you have not seen them, I recommend checking them out. You can go to our website, noshfest.com, noshfest.com. To purchase tickets, to learn more about Nosh Fest, or you can go to the Kolemeth website, www.kolemeth.net. Not only will you find the link to Nosh Fest, you'll find the link to all of the amazing things that are going on in our congregation these days, leading up to High Holy Days. You also will find a link to our live stream so that you can join us on Friday evenings at our 8 o'clock service and our live streaming if you're unable to be here physically. And especially for our Holy Days, you can follow our services through our live streaming on our website. We have a lot going on. We have a Camp Coleman Shabbat, Friday, September 5th. Which will be fantastic. It's the kickoff to our TKE family retreat at Camp Coleman, the Robert Scheinfeld Camp Coleman family retreat. We also have a Tat Shabbat that evening with a special guest. All of this can be found on our website. I look forward to meeting you and welcoming you into our congregation at any time. Please feel free to stop in, say hello to myself, Rabbi Lebo, or any of our staff, and always know that our doors are open at any time. Shabbat Shalom.